entirely.
Just don't do it.
McManus kicks it off. Roberts will take it out a yard deep in the end zone. Looking to get to the outside. Cuts it upfield. He can fly. Andre Roberts. Oh, it's a race. And Andre Roberts is going to go. Touchdown. Chargers. 101 yards.
Makes perfect sense.
With that old thing. Here's Pollard. Oh, look at Pollard. Put it on. Carlson. He gets past him. Look at Pollard taking it for the touchdown. Oh my goodness. We talked earlier coming out halftime.
Them early in their first opportunity with the football.
Kene Wongwu. Good return. Big alley. And the speed. And Kene Wongwu is gone. 97 yards for the rookie.
I didn't have my producer yelling at me for the heater.
He would never yell. Wongwu.
Another big return. He breaks free. Wongwu is going to take it all the way. 99 yards, his second touchdown on a kickoff return this season.
The fact that you moved it to the 1 yard line and you look at Fatu Kasi, John Franklin Myers, and Quinton Williams not being there, that's probably why they did it.
Berrios plays it, a couple yards deep. Berrios shot out of the cannon. It's a foot race to the 20. Berrios is in
100%. We'll see. Taylor Heineke got himself into a nice little groove. I love what Scott Turner's done for him, getting him on the move.
And here's DeAndre Carter. Speaking of going on the move, Carter on the move all the way for his first NFL touchdown. 101 yards.
Department. In fact, earlier this month, he signed a 1-year contract extension. He'll take this from his own 1 yard line. Smith following his blocks. Nice job out across the 30. And he's still going. Tremont Smith. He's got blockers. And he's going to go the distance. And for the Houston Texans, that is their first kick return touchdown.
And Russell Wilson can come back and their defense can continue to get better.
And there is Travis Homer looking for the end zone and getting it on the onside kick.
2-minute warning, they can kick this thing deep.
Line drive to Turpin, and it bounces through his legs. Here he comes. Devontae Turpin spinning free. Here he goes. Fastest man in the NFL. Devontae Turpin takes it all the way. Touchdown Dallas. And another Bajorquez punt. Turpin. Racing up the middle. Uh-oh. Devontae Turpin needs one more block. He's got it. And he goes for the touchdown.
Oh. Back towards Matthew Stafford on that play.
Ethan Evans, the punted Ravens set to get good field position here. Tylan Wallace from the 25. Tylan Wallace breaks out of a tackle, takes it down the sideline. He stays in bounds. He stays on his feet. He takes it all the way and ends the game. There are no flags. After the Seahawk touchdown, Myers boots it away, and here is the former All-Pro kick returner for Minnesota, making his Jet debut, Kene Wongwu. He's already housed 3 of them in his career. He's going to get a block, and welcome to the Jets with a big-time return for a touchdown.
U.S. Bank Stadium. Beautiful stadium, one of my favorites in the league. Now open for its 7th year. Kene Wongwu will take it back to the 4. Patriots doing a good job, but Wongwu gets free down the sideline. He's in bounds. He's going. Wongwu 30, 20. He will score. yards. That's the third of his career.
The Minnesota blocking unit really did a good job adjusting. They ran a couple of stunts. The Patriots did. They picked it up, and this was just, boy, this was a spark, Jason.
It sure was. Looked like New England lost contain. Kyle Duggar allowed him to get to the boundary, and when you get to the boundary, you got no help.
Much all year. Michael Pilardi again with the kick and backing up Hines. And on the 16, Hines is going to try to get free, and he does. Only Pilardi remains, and he's not going to get him. How about this? Standing at the 35, low kick. And returnable here for Hines. Going straight ahead. Hines getting a chance inside the 40. Hines in a foot race. He's going to make it. Hines with his second punt for 10th of the day. From the 16-yard line, Marcus Jones. Got a block from Stuhler. Here he goes. He's going to try to beat the punter. He does. He's gone. And that is a touchdown.
Are you kidding me, Kevin? The way this game has gone, and that's how this thing's going to finish?
It is the first punt return touchdown in the NFL this season. Jonathan Jones a block. Got by the punter, man, and he's in for 6. There had been over 1,000 kickoffs and punts.
So he drives it deep over the head of Harris. Let's see if they can pin it inside the 10. As good job by the coverage unit. Harris says, I'm going to play this because I can. And look at the return he gets. What a smart move by Harris as he gets free. How about it, Raider Nation? Wow. And then Harris says, I will gladly take it and go.
That's just a smart play by Dwayne Harris. Understanding what the rules are, that's a live ball.
And free release, and is getting into the route. But based on what he was doing, I think he just had a mental error there, not helping his left tackle.
Flag is down. Return by Austin. Plenty of room. Great return. Still rolling. Flag is down. Austin into the end zone. Touchdown. And Austin gets the punt return for the score.
Well, the Giants, they took some bad angles. They expected Austin to stay to his right side. Instead, he goes to the wide side of the...
Bajorquez to send it down to Jakeem Grant, who's already been in the end zone tonight on that trick play. He backs up, fields from the 4. Can he find room? Down the left side he goes. Grant, look at him go. Again down the sideline. Does he stay in bounds all the way? He will. 97 yards for a touchdown. This is nuts. It's the first punt return touchdown in the NFL this season.
Look where he catches the ball. You don't ever catch the ball inside the 5-yard line. That is, unless you're Jakeem Grant, who's having a night. You could see that picket fence set up along there, and once he peeled back that way, it was over.
Cardinals will return it. DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas with a burst across the 40. Bass can't take him down. Dallas may go on the outside. One man to beat. Dives
yards.
You make too many of those throws, and you're not going to have that receiver for the rest of the game.
With 3 and out from each side. Thomas Morstead has had, in some ways, his best year at 37 years old. Drives Darius Davis back in a pretty good return. Goods turning to great. Darius Davis, he's gone. There are no flags on the field, and those are the first points on this Monday night. Touchdown for the rookie.
Cut into this deficit. So Camarda boots it. 47-yard punt. Shaheed's got room. And there goes Rashid Shaheed. The spark that the Saints needed. It's a touchdown on the punt return.
And 2 quarterbacks in this game under the age of 25. One who's been to a playoff and one who's 2.5 games into an outstanding career as the ball is bobbled and it's picked up by the fullback, and he's got running room. Andrew Beck, after Boone couldn't handle it, is still going. Beck, he's going to go all the way in. Did we just see what we just saw?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Touchdown return on a bobble. Kickoff, 90 yards.
And you see Beck drop back to try and field that ball. And Boone's like, what are you doing? And watch him make everybody miss along the sideline, turning on the jets, getting the high steps at the 20. Look at this. That's giving some love to the fullback. You know they don't get a lot of carries. They have to do all that lead blocking. You get them back.
The Bills will take it from the 2. Rager up the middle, blocked by Slater, gets by the kicker, he's gonna go! It's a foot race with Bass! You can kiss him goodbye! Touchdown! 98-yard kickoff return! Rager and New England!
And we're off and running here in Cleveland. Charlie Jones gonna play it, but a half step inside his own end zone, and he's got a seam. Jones! Hopkins unable to beat him, and here we go. Way. Jones, one man to beat him, and he is in. Let's see what the officials say. They may mark him back. Now they say touchdown.
No, I think he got his right foot in. I think he got his right toe without the heel touching the white part of the sideline. And how about that for the, watch the right heel. Right there, I don't believe the heel touches the white. The ball is extended over the end line.
Herringer gets it away. Another good boot, driving Washington back to his 27-yard line. He bobbles it for a second, still going as he spins forward, trying to get to the outside. Washington gets by the punter, down the sideline. Malik Washington to the house. Touchdown, Miami. 74 yards. Patterson to Gibson, who gets a running start on that catch. Gibson across the 30. Antonio Gibson still going. Can he return the favor? Down the sideline. You gotta be kidding me. Back to back. A 90-yard touchdown.
Inside the 10, here comes a flag dropped right away. And Jalen Lane gets past Cole the punter. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
One down the field. Good punt. Driving Horton all the way back to his 6-yard line. Horton on the return at the 20, right up the middle to the 30. Now Horton to the outside. Torrey Horton down the sideline. And it's a touchdown. 95 yards.
Taken out to 35. Khalif Raymond across midfield. Still going. One man to beat. It's the punt for Bohorquez. Touchdown, Khalif Raymond.
I think this is the right decision.
Sam Martin, the veteran, for the punt, and Marcus Jones, there was no fair catch at the 12, and he squeezes out of it. Marcus Jones down the sideline. Blockers in front, past the punter. Marcus Jones, and that's a punt return for a touchdown.
50-yard punt sends Parker Washington back. He's got a punt return touchdown in his career, and he's got an alley, and he might have his second. 96 yards last year against the Patriots. He's going to house this one, and the Jaguars get the score in special teams. 87 yards.
Bills get the ball at the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the third quarter. Ray Davis to run the kickback. Spinning, still on his feet, out past the 40. He's out in front. Nobody's going to chase him down. All the way for a touchdown. 98 yards
against the Jets. And that's where we sit. Schmidt's kick. And it's just short of the end zone. Across the 40, 50. One man to beat, and he's going to score. 99 yards. Outs. Sandwiching that 95-yard touchdown drive. Bojorquez's punt. There's a flag thrown here. Isaiah Williams has his seam. Williams inside Cleveland territory, and he's going to score.
The Chargers will punt the ball away. Well, this is a good kick from J.K. Scott. DK backpedals inside the 35. He's got a few blockers. He slips one tackle, and he's into the open field. He points toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Titans.
So it's Tommy Townsend punting from his own end zone. Parker Washington backpedals. Townsend got all of it from the 28-yard line. Oh, what a move by Washington! Parker Washington! He's going the distance! Touchdown!
Streak ended last week in Baltimore. How do these two teams pick up the pieces? Charlie Jones going to play it from just inside his end zone, and Jones has his seam! Jones, 30, 20, 10, touchdown! No flags!
Backpedaling, great pump by Dixon all the way to the 12. DK trying to get to the outside. He does. He's got a wall of blockers. DK to midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
The Pro Bowl punter. Isaiah Williams backpedaling, makes the first guy miss, covering a lot of real estate. Williams, he's got some electricity in those legs. Williams lead blockers. 10. And Williams is in for the touchdown. Boy, just when the Jets were looking for a spark, it's Williams. His second punt return touchdown of the season.
And start to eliminate the reasons why there's concern over this offense. But we're seeing a lot of the same things we've seen the last few weeks.
And here's Rashid Shaheed, big special teams play. Breaking free, and Shaheed all the way to the house, no flags.
It's a short punt. Mims a running start at the 48 and able to break free. Marvin Mims calling out blockers inside the 20. Touchdown! How about it? Somehow Mims
into week 13. Gillen hits it. And the return by Marcus Jones. He can fly. Still going. Still going. No flags. Touchdown, Patriots.
Jalen Lane from the 37. There is a flag across midfield. Lane still going. Inside the 20, the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown. But remember, there is a flag. So we'll... Tampa Bay and Brady and beat San Francisco coming from behind in the championship game. Meanwhile, that punt is caught, and down the line goes Rashid Shaheed for the score.
out of nowhere.
And Banks will take it at about the 5 for the Giants. Finds a gap, has some room, being chased. He's being chased by Carlson. He'll take it all the way. That is a touchdown. 95-yard kickoff return touchdown.
It's Rashid Shaheed. With the
seam, Shaheed breaks through. Still going. A flag flies. Shaheed's going to take it all the way. Let's see if it stands.
And I know this is your time. You'd like to keep us updated.
Yeah, we'll keep everybody posted on Pittsburgh and Cleveland, Miami, and the Jets. We're underway as New England decided to defer after winning the toss. And here's Hines on the run back, breaking a tackle and taking it past midfield. And down the sideline he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for Damar Hamlin. And this place is absolutely going wild.
Oh, you just said this is storybook. This is almost fate. I just can't believe what just happened. Josh Allen, the same thing. 6 days removed from this incredible
Can't believe it.
scene that we saw with the Bills player down in Cincinnati, and now
an incredible script. You
it's
can't
almost
make
fate,
it up.
right?
It is
almost
fate.
like it was going to happen. And you know that wave of emotion, sometimes it hits, it can go either way. What a start.
Extra point is good. Can you believe it? After all that's happened in these last 6 days, the emotional downs, then, of course, the rise through the week, the positivity, the game's going to be played. How will it go? And Hines breaks it 96 yards for a touchdown.
Do you think he just allowed everyone to take a deep breath on the Buffalo sideline? Right there, you come out, and you know one of the hardest things is how are they going to handle the early portion of this game, Jim? I think they did okay.
I don't believe what we just saw here on Baltimore. So the Bengals have been in control of that game throughout. Again, Cincinnati could move up to the 2, and Buffalo could fall back to the 3 if the Bills lose here. Cincinnati goes on to a win, which you might expect. Baltimore shorthanded. Here comes Hines again. Oh my goodness! Can he do it twice? Is this for real? Can you believe it? Even a little Dion strut to the end zone.
The 11 best games of the year to crown one champion. Off we go with the playoffs. And Niall Davis will bring it out from 6 deep. Davis across the 50. Davis is gone! Niall Davis starts the playoffs with a bang! 106 yards. Touchdown, Chiefs! Whoa!
Well blocked, Mike. That's one way to shut the crowd out.
Sends this one about 7 yards in, and Joe McKnight's going to run it back. And McKnight with a ton of speed. McKnight into Ravens territory, being chased from behind, inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. 107 yards.
As you can see there, that's all you're allowed in the NFL right now. And they peel out 2, and then a little block in the side. We'll call that one a non-block, but that was all Joe McKnight needed. Boy, what a start to this game. You think, oh boy, let's talk about offense, and we get special teams, and Joe McKnight, I don't know if he's ever run. You see him looking up at the screen? He's like, wait a minute, now I got 2 guys on my tail here. That bear jumped on his back.
He's led this comeback from 15 down with 18 unanswered points. That touched the fingertips of Cribbs. He has to pick it up. It was stuck right just outside the goal line. And the high wire act down the sideline. He did not step out. There is no signal he stepped out. He's got Hyden out in front of him. Cribbs could take it all the way for the touchdown, Cleveland. No indication he stepped out. 100 yards.
Jim, you said it. The ball ticked his fingers, I think, as he went to pick up the bouncing kickoff. And the big question is, does he step out of bounds?
No.
What a high wire act. You said it right.
Incredible. That ball, he was waiting for it to roll into the end zone for a touchback, and then out of desperation, he had to just scoop it.
I really believe it helped those tackles, helped him make the kick. I really do. It made him feel positive. He's part of the game. He's doing some good stuff. Nobody expects you to make the 55-yarder either.
Low driving kick. Again, out at the goal line. Get some room this time across the 40. Still going. This time no one's going to get him. Ted Ginn. Touchdown Miami. 100 yards. No flag.
That'll make a lot of people feel better about Ted Ginn, but this is what he is. He's an exceptional, in my eyes, return guy because of this. Give him a little window. How about outrunning 1, 2 defenders who have the angle, who should make the tackle, but Ted Ginn, one of those guys that can open it up, show you that so-called extra gear, and outrun you to make that touchdown.
Boy, did that come at a good time for him. 3 Jets had a play on him.
Yeah, a couple things that come out. First off, watch the kicker, Jay Feely. We bragged about him making the tackles, but he gets caught down inside too. Woodhead gets beat to the outside. Wallace misses the angle. And then Strickland doesn't quite have the angle, but not able to make that last step up.
Again, sidestepping a couple of hits. Still going. Look out. Needs one block. One block and he's gone. Well, he's got one man to beat Strickland.
Oh, yeah,
no chance. Back to back. Ted Ginn. This time 101 yards.
And again, Donald Strickland is back. And he cannot, even though he's the same, he cannot catch him. He definitely, one more time, Jim, had the angle on Ted Ginn, but wow, when he gets in the open space straight ahead.
Unbelievable. How about the 2 times he just kind of stepped to the side of a hit?
I'm getting ready to yell, protect the ball. Watch how he gets it away from his body.
Got away from Larry Izzo that time.
And here we go. You called it right. Look out. Woodhead, no chance. Here comes Donald Strickland.
I thought Strickland might get him here, had the angle, but he just outruns him.
You're talking about a defensive back in the NFL with an X.
2 kick returns and a fumble return. Ted Ginn Jr. out of Cleveland, Ohio, electrifying this Miami team.
Dude, it's like watching Chicago a few years ago with Devin Hester.
Last kick return, this time makes the tackle. He was the last guy down the field to make the block.
Izzo misses. Oh, look at that. 2 side-to-side misses. Larry Izzo the first one, and then Woodhead not outside. Ryan Fowler, another linebacker that missed him.
Out of Indiana University to the Eagles, and later on it was Lombardi bringing him out to the Raiders. Jim Harbaugh, that is. And there's going to be a run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20, and a kickoff return, 109 yards and a touchdown, an all-time record. There have been 108-yard returns in league history, never 109, and what a way to bolt right out of the locker room to start the second half.
You know, Jim, both you and I could not believe he was bringing it out of the end zone that deep. It was a line drive kick. I think that's what he did. He gauged it that it was that way, but he got himself in good position going forward as the football was caught, and you could, the open lane up inside. Couldn't tell who got out of the lane going down there, but
We've heard many times, John Harbaugh told us in a meeting, the return man's job is to read the kick. If you can catch it deep in the end zone coming forward like that, it wasn't a high kick, that's why you bring it out.
Of Alex Henry. Pretty good hang time on that kick. Holiday takes it out, gets a lane. He can fly. He is gone. Touchdown Denver, no flags. Two key blocks you're going to see on this play, Joe, and once he got the first one, you knew that he was gone. It's going to be a kick out right there, and you see the lane that he has, and this block here is what freed him the rest of the way. Outstanding job by the special teams. The only one left was the kicker. No contest. Omar Bolden through the first one, David Group through the second one, and Trendon Holiday, who had a punt return and a kick return in that playoff loss in double overtime here at home to Baltimore last year. I mean, this guy can absolutely light up a field with his speed. Goes 105 yards for the touchdown. And as if this Denver attack needs another angle where they can come get you, they have it in their kick and punt return game with number 11.
Well, the Eagles wanted to keep Peyton Manning on the sideline. Peyton Manning, touchdown toss for Denver. 7-7, and Nortman punts to get the second quarter started. Down to Holiday, fields it at the 24. And again, he's so dangerous, taking off. Tiptoeing down the sideline, they did not rule him out, and he's taking it all the way. A kick return last week, a punt return today, 76 yards and a touchdown.
What a pickup by the Broncos. This guy, nothing like that. Watch Holiday here looking and waiting to set up the blocks. And how about the blocks down the right side? And of course his speed, Jim. Instant speed. As soon as he takes off, he's at full speed and it makes it work.
Boy, you can't believe Nortman could not just shove him out of bounds. And he never did step out.
No. Well, he's playing. Maybe late in the game, you give Mike Glenn some steps. But you don't make that decision, I don't think, Jim, this early.
Kanan, beautiful punt. As Hester retreats to the 38, and he's past everybody except the punter, and he breezes past him, and it's Devin Hester's night to high step. He's just broken Deion Sanders' record. He was tied with Deion for 19 career total return touchdowns. That's number 20. Standalone now at the top of the record books. Devin Hester. 62-yard run.
The touchdown counts during the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting on the receiving team, number 17. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
You know what happens, Jim? It's like a good running back. When they break tackles, it fires up the offensive line. And when you have a guy like this, Devin Hester on the return team, everybody that's out there, they know if we just get a little block, that we're going to give our guy a chance to go all the way.
Deion is in the building, and he gives Deion a little tribute here, which he gets a flag for.
Oh, there you go.
But grew up idolizing Deion, known him for most of his life, mentored by primetime. And
49ers inefficiency inside the red zone, inability to score touchdowns has hurt them.
Ted Ginn returning the kickoff from Stephen Hauschka. Ginn getting some running room. Hauschka may be the last chance. Ted Ginn down the sideline. Ted Ginn, touchdown.
Dick, they said there wouldn't be any more kick returns, but not in a game when you got Ted Ginn Jr. and you have Leon Washington on the field. Ted Ginn uses his just flat-out speed. Says, put the 49ers on my back. I'm going to take it 102 yards. Wonderful explosive return by Ted Ginn Jr.
And you have to remember, all the scores, touchdowns have to be confirmed upstairs. This one was. And Ted narrowed it to 2. Ginn with an explosion gives the 49ers breathing room again.
Brad Seeley, the special teams coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, believes in Ted Ginn. He told us on Friday, we're going to give Ted Ginn some leeway in terms of returning it 5 yards and up back in the end zone. We're going to let him go, and it pays off for the San Francisco 49ers. Ted Ginn making a huge play.
Game, of course, is the head coaching battle between Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll as Ginn bobbles the punt, has control, and there he goes again. A flag is down. Ginn gets into the end zone, 55-yard return, but a flag is down at the 10. Ted Ginn is getting pounded here in the late stages of this game. First after a 102 touch, and now 3 by virtue of the punt. Here was the first.
And you can't teach speed, and that's what Ted Ginn brings to the table for the San Francisco 49ers. You see him on the kick return just outrun the coverage of the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's going to come out on the punt. He's going to bobble a little bit, but again, can't teach speed. Speed kills in this league. Ted Ginn has it, and he's using it here today at Candlestick Park.
And the 49ers.
Let's see, though, what happens with this first possession of the second half as the Bears, the first 2 games, have seen the opponent take it down the field and drive it for a touchdown the opening 2 weeks. And here's Lockett, the rookie from Kansas State, down the sidelines and unstoppable. 105 yards.
Beautiful job. Beautiful. Watch how he takes the football in the end zone. He measures it, Jim, when it's in the air.
This is a Bears kickoff coverage team that gave up a kick return on the opening kickoff last week against Arizona. And Lockett, just before taking the field, got some sort of big pep talk. We saw it with Pete Carroll, and the rookie has now returned a punt and a kick for touchdowns. Man.
Lost the handle. Somehow, Brandon Bolden did not block it. He was right there. Here's Edelman. Edelman's got room to run. Past the 50. Cuts back past Tommy. And Edelman going for his 4th career return. A new Patriot record. That's an 84-yard run back by Julian Edelman. Things went haywire for the Broncos from the start.
The football slipped out the hands of Colquitt, but how about up inside and then breaks it out? Oh, boy, they got away with a block there that could have been called a clip.
The right tackle of the kicking team was downfield prior to the kick. That penalty is declined. Result.
That was Tim Wright, Jim. That was close, but got
The way they use their hands, and they can really take advantage of bad technique by offensive line.
Now, a well-hit ball on the punt. Reynard. He turns the corner. Not done. Breaks away. He's heading home. He's in the end zone. And the Titans defense has brought them back. 69-yard punt return. Who needs an offense with these kind of special teams and defensive plays? And so it is quickly 3 downs and out on the first possession of the second half for the Jaguars. Here's a punt hit downfield. Reynard. Cuts back. They set up a blocking scheme. No markers. Renaud on the run. Renaud breaks through. Renaud still going. No signal. He's out of bounds. Touchdown signal. The Titans do it again. An 81-yard punt return.
Jake Locker and the offense have been on the sideline for a linebacker and a return for a touchdown, and 2 Renaud punt returns for touchdowns. They've got over 240 yards in returns, or 220 yards in returns and 102 yards in total offense.
But Devin Hester, the rookie who was so dangerous, who went to college here at Miami. He led the NFC in both kickoff returns and punt returns. And the Colts have had a hard time all season covering kicks. It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
Took him down. Launches it. Peterson on the return. He's got good speed. He's got a couple of blockers. Watch out! Patrick Peterson goes all the way.
Let's look and see what Patrick Peterson sees. He knives through, does a really good job keeping his feet, and now it's all green grass. Arizona rallying to Patrick Peterson, making the blocks, and it's all him the rest of the way.
Jordan Sen, the backup linebacker, hit him, and Peterson bounced off.
Ray Horton came out one day in training camp and looked around and said, "Where's our punt returner?" All of a sudden, Patrick Peterson comes out, starts plucking these balls out of the midair, and all of a sudden he's like, "There's a..."
Sam Cook, the punted away. Patrick Peterson is deep. He's had one return for a touchdown this season, 89 yards, the opening game of the season. Peterson takes off and breaks one tackle and another. Outstanding return by Peterson. He's still going. They're going to have trouble catching him. And he's going all the way. Touchdown. The rookie first-round draft pick, Patrick Peterson.
This guy is a dynamic talent. Watch the way this guy has got strength. He's got speed. He's got balance. He reminds me a bit of Ed Reed coming out. They play him at corner. You have 5 missed tackles here. A lot of that has to do with the strength of Patrick Peterson. I'm not sure.
Johnny Jones to punt. Patrick Peterson back at his own 10-yard line. Good high kick. Peterson looks around. Backpedals, takes it at the 2. Trying to get outside. Turns it upfield. Patrick Peterson gets by the punter. Peterson may go all the way. He will. Patrick Peterson wins it for the Cardinals. This season, that one 99 yards.
Are you kidding, Sam? He told his coaches and his teammates, just give me 5 yards of space. If you give me 5 yards of space and don't let those gunners get down on top of me, I will make a play. That's exactly what he got. He fielded this ball on the 1, but he took it into his hands to make the play for the Cardinals and win the football game.
He broke 4 tackles on the return. The Rams had shots at him. And nobody could bring him down.
The strength of his legs, that's just sheer determination. Wow, what a play by the rookie.
Franchise record 3-1 season. Patrick Peterson, who has 3 punt returns for touchdowns this season, 1 against the Rams, a game winner. Here's Peterson at the 20, grabbed it with good hands, cuts it back, turns it upfield, and Peterson is going again! It's number 4 of the season for
the fan reaction for Patrick Peterson. It's sweet music. He takes off and nobody even touches him. 80-yard punt return, and the Cardinals lead by 10.
Cordero Patterson, the rookie, waiting back in his own end zone, and he will bring it out 5 yards from the end zone. And he's out across the 20 to the 30. Across midfield. Patterson inside the 30, and on the opening kickoff, the rookie Cordero Patterson goes for the touchdown.
Getting things started, Green Bay won the toss, deferred, so the Packers will kick off. Cordero Patterson will take it from 8 yards deep, and one of their #1 draft choices through the middle, and he starts things with a great run back, being chased by Lastay. He can't get him, and all the way for a touchdown.
Risen up to the occasion, and it produced against a really good defense.
A bouncer from Janikowski. Cordero Patterson, trouble picking it up, but he can run. And gets up across the 30. Patterson down the sideline. Can Janikowski get to him? No! It's going to be a touchdown Vikings on the Patterson return.
This passing game the last 3 weeks has opened up doors that they just haven't shown before. Cordero Patterson, big seam, big hole. He might try and take this all the way, and he will. No flags.
Arizona down by 3 at the half. Patterson will bring it out. Full head of steam. He's gone. Patterson. What a start to the half. Touchdown, Minnesota. Special teams.
Type of tailback. They have Kenyon Barner as well, the 6-year veteran formerly with Carolina and Philadelphia. From the 5, Patterson. Patterson. He's got track level speed. Patterson is gone. 95 yards, Cordero Patterson.
To move the football and win games, and they've been able to find ways to do it. It's been a collective effort and has been here today.
Cordero Patterson with some running room, and look out. The big fella's across the 50. He's inside the 30. Breaks a tackle to the 10. Patterson goes the distance.
To start the third quarter, Dan Bailey puts it in the air. Cordero Patterson waiting for a big return. 5 yards deep out of the end zone, trying to run it out. Down the sideline. Patterson has 7 for his career. Looking for 8 down the sideline. Throws up the deuces for the touchdown.
And especially in this offense, you better be able to do that. And St. Brown does really well. Here's Patterson, who fumbled the last time he touched it. Cordero Patterson has a seam. Patterson splits it. Goodbye. Cordero Patterson, the 9th time in his NFL career. A house call on a kick.
In the game. The punt by Mike Orr. Dante Hall backing up to the 8-yard line. Dancing. Middlebrooks can't get him. Now he's back inside the 5, but finds a seam. He's gone. He's got the kicker to beat, and that's Knorr. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching something that has never happened before in the National Football League. 7 returns for a touchdown in 10 games. Incredible! And the Chiefs have tied the game at 23 with this mob watching.
Low snap. Player gets it away. Good high punt. Dante Hall at the 10. Finds a lane up the middle. Hall may go. He is gone. Dante Hall. Touchdown Chiefs. And during the stretch where the Rams lost the first 5 games, Mike Martz was calling Vic Fabio for a lot of advice. On the return, Dante Hall. He breaks out into the open. Trying to beat Jeff Wilkins. Dante Hall is going all the way. Touchdown.
Time to pick him up.
Pittsburgh's first punt of the game. Oh, a
good long one. Dante Hall backs up to the 14. Hall spins away from one and another and finds the lane. Watch out! He's got Mitch Berger to beat. Here he goes! It's another touchdown for Dante Hall! Oh, is this man putting on a show?
Dante Hall is back, and he's going to wave this off and let it bounce. As he does at the 33, and he picks it up on the fly. He waved it off, but he did not signal a fair catch, and there he goes. He's got an escort. He gets by the kicker, and Dante Hall is down the side. What a great cut. He's in for a touchdown. A 73-yard punt return. He was born in Houston, Texas. He's playing back home, and he may have just put this one on ice for the Kansas City Chiefs.
And then it's just Dante Hall one-on-one against every guy out there, and that's a mismatch.
France will kick it away. Dante Hall from about the 3. Dante Hall outruns France, outruns Wynn, and has a kickoff return for a touchdown, the 6th of his career. So it's an offside on the kickoff, and a 96-yard return from Dante Hall, who is electric doing this.
Well, he's back, and last year got caught up in a lot of the hype and stuff from what he did a couple years ago.
And here's the hype from Dante Hall. What about it? You said he's back.
He's back.
Dante Hall, touchdown.
Out left, and over 2 minutes to play. McBriar hits a line drive punt. Dante Hall from the 15-yard line makes a move, gets a couple of blocks, still on his feet. McBriar in his way. Dante Hall on the loose to the end zone. There are no flags. Touchdown. Longwell is going to come onto the field.
Well, give Minnesota credit. Brad Childress was aggressive, which he's been all year. This is going to shape up to be about a 53-yarder. No, 58-yarder, excuse me. From 58 yards away. Longwell got it away. And it comes up just short. And they're going to return it. This is Cromartie. And Cromartie down the right sideline with a head of steam to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. That would be 109 yards on the return. And Brad Childress, you could fry an egg on the top of his head. Travis Coons for the win. And it's picked up by Will Hill. Will Hill runs down the sideline. Hill's going to get a block. Will Hill is going to win the game on a blocked field goal. Unbelievable.
Will Hill thrilled me. What a play at the buzzer.
It's a kick six. And the Ravens find a way to win. They will kick the extra point. It is a 64-yard return. And now for the moment here, although the coaches are congratulating and consoling each way, they got to clean it up. Let's see who blocked this field goal.
May have been our guy, number 96, Urban from Virginia, who's playing his first game tonight. 6'7".
The announcement made by Brad Allen that we need to have the extra point to complete this game. Urban was the 4th-round pick last year. He was on IR all of 2014 with a knee injury. Was put on injured reserve this year. Designated to return with a biceps injury. This is his NFL debut tonight, and he blocks it. And Will Hill from Florida takes it back.
24-21. Metcalf is the deep back with Keith Jones and Oliphant up on the wing. Metcalf at the 10. To the 20. 30. 40. 90 yards.
Sensational one-handed catch in the end zone. Short kick. Dantzler. Bounced off a couple. And still bouncing is Woody Dantzler. Around the corner. And finally stepped out of bounds. No, he hasn't. He hasn't stepped out of bounds. Woody Dantzler. 84-yard touchdown scamper.
I talked to him before the game, and I said, Woody, I saw you take 2 back in preseason. You have one in you today. And he goes, that's why I'm back there.